Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makakodash, and double honors be unto the apostles who rule by that great millstone. Salutations and blessings to the brothers, pursuing in sincerity and in truth. This is the brother Howard, here from the GMS Trinidad camp. Here to do an update on the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. I'll go into it one time. This is Synchron. Synchron. Sync, short for synchronize. Chron, I think is the Greek or Latin word, which means time. Put it together. Right? It says Synchron announces first use of Apple Vision Pro with a brain-computer interface. A patient with ALS in the United States is the first person in the world to use Apple Vision Pro via an implantable brain chip. Computer interface. It says brain control commands replace the needs for hand gesture to enable hands-free and voice-free item selection in people with paralysis. Right? So now Synchron is a company which is a competitor in Elon Musk Neuralink. Right? Neuro was back to your nerve. Right? Which the chips will be implanted in the cerebral cortex of the brain to control the function of the body. Alright? To control the function of the body. Right? And this is their competitor here, Synchron. Right? So we're seeing that prophecies unfolding, prophecies happening. And here it is, it have Olympics, and we know all these things is bread and circus, which is a total distraction on impacting the whole world, that distraction on the whole entire world. So within these times, in these seasons, what it does actually all these events, and actually they pass their certain laws and certain bills, or whatever the case you might call it, right, underneath the table while these things going on, while you're not aware of what is going on. So let's play this video here. So if you noise in the background though.
Meet Mark. Mark has ALS and can't use his hands. This means he can't use his hands to control a computer or any of his devices. Mark has Synchron's brain-computer interface, also known as a BCI. It sits in a blood vessel on his brain and senses his brain activity. This information is translated into commands and seamlessly sent from the BCI to the digital device he'd like to use. No open brain surgery was required to implant this device. Now, let's watch Mark use his BCI to help control his Apple Vision Pro. Navigating within a Vision Pro screen requires the use of your hands, eyes, and voice. Much like other VR headsets, the user makes selections by looking at what they'd like to engage with and pinching their fingers together to make a selection. The Synchron BCI makes the Vision Pro accessible by bypassing the need for hand gestures and allowing the user to interact with the Vision Pro through a combination of eye tracking and thought-controlled selection. First, Mark's going to send a text. Even though he cannot move his fingers to type on the keyboard, he can use his Synchron BCI to select words or letters by moving the cursor and thinking about moving his hand. Each time a new word populates in the text field, that means Mark chose that word just by thinking about moving his hand. Now let's watch Mark play a game. When wearing
so they would say, right? They say all you do is use your brains in order for him to see like anything. And this is the technology this is the way the world heading right now. This is where Esau taking it. And this is what our apostles been warning the world about. Right? They've been warning the world about this. The mark of the beast. And to your surprise, the name of the man is Mark. As the brother Caleb rightfully mentioned, is a nomen or omen. Right? Mark. This is the mark of the beast. Is it?
During the Vision Pro, he can play an immersive game of hands-free solitaire by looking at his card of choice and selecting it by thinking about moving his hand.
Alright, so I'm going to play the full video. Let's read the article. It says New York Business Wire, Synchron, the brain computer interface. BCI Computer today announced the world's first ever use of Apple Vision Pro by one of the patient implants with a Synchron brain computer interface. This is pretty cool. I've been wanting to try this for a while now. Alright, post this. Mark, a 64-year-old man with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, successfully used the direct thoughts to control the sensor or cursor on the Apple Vision Pro when he played solitary, watched Apple TV, and sent text messages using the Synchron brain computer interface, hands-free. Mark is otherwise unable to use the Apple Vision Pro due to the loss of function of his upper limbs. Apple Vision Pro requires hand gesture to make item selection. So now this is a device that it not going implanted into your body, but we already know that they are going to like Neuralink. This interface actually going inside your brain, right? So it always have upgrades, right? Always have upgrades to technology, so they will upgrade it in a form where they will implant it in his head to his nervous system, so that he will be able to actually move his fingertips, because that is it's inevitable, right? This is the direction that the world is going into, you know. It said Mark said in reaction to using the BCI, to watch a video on the Vision Pro, it's like watching it in the theater. It really comes to life. Using this type of enhanced reality is so impactful, and I can imagine it would be for others in my position, or others who have lost the ability to engage in their day-to-day life. It can transport you to places you never thought you would see or experience again. Apple Vision Pro is a revolutionary spiral computer that seamlessly blends digital content with the physical world while allowing users to stay present and connected to others. Vision Pro creates an infinite canvas for apps that scales beyond the boundaries of a traditional display and introduces a fully three-dimensional user interface controlled by the most natural and intuitive inputs possible. The user's eyes, hands, and voice Syncron new BCI integration with Apple Vision. Apple Vision Pro allows for the first time users who have lost mobility of their hands and voice to engage with the device. The BCI system is designed to be simple to use and easy to learn. This integration reflects Synchron's commitment to patient-first innovation in neurotechnology. Look at that. So we're living in those times, Akim. We're living in those times. And it's a wonderful time we live in. The book of this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9 and 1. It says verse 4, sorry. It says, and Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the forehead of men, a sign and cry for the abomination that be done in the midst thereof. And to the other said he in my hearing, go ye after him through the city, and smite, and let not your eyes spare, neither have any ye pity. Slay to the old and young, both maids and children, and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at the sanctuary. Right, so when you look up this word, this word mark, I bring this for a reason. Look up this word mark. This word mark goes back to the exemption of people that are exempted from judgment. It is tav or tawa in the Hebrew. Right, that is a mark of exemption, exempted from the judgment that the Lord is about to bring on the ones who are going to be microchipped up. You see? As long as you hold fast, because the scripture speaks about right, we shall come upon the earth. Right, this is Revelation 3 and 9. Alright, it says, behold, I will make them a synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come to worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee, because thou hast kept my word. Of my patience I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the earth, all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Let's see if I can get like a different version. Right, because this ain't no joke. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 9. Verse 9. Right, 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. The king, the word temptation. Right, let's see. It says an experiment, attempt, trial, proven. And that is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to experiment on the Lord's people. 2/3 of the Lord's people. It says trial, proven, the trial made of you by my bodily condition. Since condition serves as the test, the love of the basically that's it. Right? So it says what? Okay, right here. An experiment. You see? When an experiment on you people, you know, we always bring in the same scriptures when it comes to these updates on the RFID. You know, like a broken record, but this is our job. This is what we had to do. Revelation 13:16. It says, and he had great wonder. It says, and he does great wonders, so that he make it fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and he deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of your house. So like, I feel tired, they're starting to speak all kind of man. So like, I already get no rest and things, so I'm very tired. So I know how to do this. It says, and deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwelt on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And this is the process, the procedure. And the ones who refuse to be a part of this wicked ass system. Why the Yahushua is in the book of Revelation chapter 18, it says, come out of my people and be not partakers of our plagues. Right? That plague represents this, and that also represents the destruction that the Lord is about to bring. Right? Pursuant to the book of Zechariah 5 and 9, I believe. Right? It says, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right? So all the ones who like the system so much, you know, you like to go parties, you like to look nice, you know, you're so attached to this world, you are the first ones who are gonna get drafted into this genjutsu, right? And you would be his toy, you know, because you want to be a part of what's going on in this kingdom, right? The mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. Alright. Says the curse that goes forth. Alright. So yeah. We got next scripture here. This will be the last scripture, you know. And because we already know the scriptures already, we already know what is what. You see? You already know what is what. Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, understand it, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Shai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Right, the presence of the holy angels and the presence of your Lamb, which is Yahweh Shai. Right? They will be watching that destruction also, participating in it, sharing pain. Right? And we Lord say about the dregs. Is that Psalms 83, Psalms, I think it's Psalm 73. You see? Psalm 73, right? And 5. No, I must see. Is that Psalm 75? Psalm 75? Yeah, I believe this is Psalm 75 and 8. It says, for in the hand of Yahweh there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is filled of mixture, and he pour it out of the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. The dregs will just be at the bottom, right? Even the dregs of that cup. Normally on a normal day, but I'm drinking, you're not going to drink no dregs, because dregs just are all kind of, it's like in a big tank. When it drain out all that water, you got all kind of sand in it. All that is what we're going to get. With 2/3 of the nation of Israel going to get. Every last blunt of it, the ones who take that for the market chip. You see? So take heed to the warning. Hashem Yashai's prophets. So that I give all praises. Hashem Yashai. Hopefully this video is edifying. To the brethren and sisters, shalom to the hope for the elect. Lord's hope for the elect.